Good evening, everybody. Ryan here with Southern Reptiles, and I have great news. We are about to begin the Eastern Herman's Tortoise giveaway. And if you have not seen the previous episode, I can just give you a quick background. I am going to be donating a captive-born Eastern Herman's hatchling. I am going to be covering the shipping cost of FedEx Priority overnight. That's the only way we ship live reptiles through my approved FedEx reptile account. And yeah, the only requirements are you must subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also you will find the link in the description of the video. And at that link, you just have to donate $5 to the Turtle Survival Alliance. And some may ask, why did I pick the TSA, the Turtle Survival Alliance? Well, the TSA, from what I have seen, has only been great things. They are working with some species that are on the verge of extinction. I know multiple very respected people in the turtle and tortoise community that have donated their time and resources to helping the TSA, and I would like to give that money to them, and you guys would be donating directly to them through the link. The only requirement is $5. If you want to donate $10, that's okay, but you're only going to get, one chance to win the tortoise. So if you donate 10 or 15, that's awesome. That's wonderful. More money for conservation for turtles and tortoises, but the minimum is just $5, and it's going towards a great cause, and you get to win a beautiful captive-born Eastern Herman's hatchling that was hatched here at Southern Reptiles. It does have an irregular scute, but I think they're more beautiful when they have irregular scutes. It's strictly cosmetic, has no health effect whatsoever. You're gonna see a video of the tortoise active, eating, alert. It's a beautiful little baby. And so yeah, I'm super excited. So when you donate your $5 or whatever you donate, they are going to compile a list, and on that list you will be assigned a number. So say you donate and you're assigned number 5, and there's 400 people. We are going to use a Google random number generator where I type in 1 through 400 and then hit generate, and it generates a random number, and that random number will be on the list supplied by the TSA, as they will be tracking the donations, and that will be the winner of the captive-born tortoise. And it will we will be running this from Wednesday to Wednesday, so the winner will be announced not this Wednesday today, but the following Wednesday, so 1 week. And I hope you guys are able to donate. If you can't donate, that's fine. I understand people are strapped for money sometimes. It's been a hard year, almost 2 years for a lot of people due to COVID, but I'm just trying to raise money for a good organization that is doing great things for tortoises that are really doing not so well in the wild, and they're giving back, and they've been around a long time, and they're located in South Carolina. And feel free to look up their website, the Turtle Survival Alliance. Google it and check them out. And like I said, the link will be provided in the description. I'll show a picture of it, and yeah, that's it. So, and I got a little more content for you as well, so check it out. As you can see, this little one is doing great. It's chomping away at food. I know, you know, the food could be cut up easier for it to eat, but I like for them to build their strength and have to work at the food. In the wild, they don't get it cut up and served on a platter to them. They gotta tear it apart and rip at it, and that's what builds that upper arm strength and keeps the beak worn down. And this obviously isn't the tub I keep it in. This is a little Tupperware just for the video, but he or she is doing great. She just has some minor irregular scute. You know, that's strictly cosmetic, has no health effect on the tortoise whatsoever. As you can see, it's an eating machine. It's doing great. It actually already ate cactus this morning. I just gave it some romaine for this video. So we walk over here into the big enclosure. See what the cherry heads are up to. I threw a mango in there. I guess they're not going after it. I gave them some Missouri earlier, so I guess they're full. The other two are hiding over here. Look at that. Look at that head. It sticks out like a sore thumb from across. It's not a sore thumb, but it sticks out like one from across the enclosure, and foot tall grass. It's amazing. So I threw a bunch of mangoes in here, and there's 2 egg-laying females in here and 1 giant male. And I'm like, why isn't this one female? She usually runs through mangoes. Why isn't she eating them? So sure enough, come over here and she's nesting. And if you see the top of her shell, I have marked L6, which means she recently laid 6 eggs within the last month, and not even a month ago. And now she is digging again. I don't know if she's running into trouble with the you know, this big pine tree right here, so there's a lot of roots. But they tend to, if you ever have redfoots and you're looking for where they lay eggs, they tend to lay around trees and in corners. And it looks like she may have actually already laid. I think she's covering the nest up actually. So she laid 6 eggs, and maybe she had a couple more that were still inside her developing, and double clutched, because it was only about, I would say, less than 3 weeks ago that she laid 6 eggs. So she's covering up the nest. So that either means she laid, or she hit a root or a rock and is covering her tracks and picking a new spot. But she's putting a lot of time into covering it and packing it the right way, so I'm gonna say she probably laid maybe 2 more eggs, but we'll see. She's a beautiful girl, nice yellow head. So we'll see what the number is. Alright, so it's dark now. I'm heading to where the female nested, which looks like right here. She covered it up with pine needles. and all kinds of dirt and debris. So let's see what we got. It may just be a test nest, or it may not be. It's not very soft, that's for sure, but there is a chamber. Yep. And there are eggs. Yes. Alrighty. So this girl just laid 6 eggs not even 3 weeks ago. 1, 2, 3, my God, 4. Can't believe she had this many in her. 4. Alright, so 4 perfect eggs. Wow. Beautiful. Cover that back up, because that may be a typical laying spot near this tree. Make it look like it never happened. And we got 4 nice size eggs. So she had 10 eggs in her. Now these were probably not fully developed at the time when she laid the 6, but wow, that's and that's okay that this one's rolling, because they were literally just laid 45 minutes ago. You have about a 24-hour, some say 48-hour window to where they can be rotated. So bless the tortoise gods. Some more redfoot eggs, and what a great egg laying female. Love my redfoots. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little candling tutorial kind of video, really just show you guys how I check up on and candle my eggs. There's nothing special to it. I just use a high lumen flashlight. It's a very bright flashlight. So what I do is, now see these 7 eggs right here were all laid on 610. So we'll check them. So now the first one, see how you could see completely through the egg? That means it has not chalked yet, which does not necessarily mean it's infertile, but the first step is chalking. So now we move on to the next one. Okay, see how this egg has a gray circle around the top. Trying to get a good angle so you could see that. See how there's a gray circle around the top? And see how that one doesn't have that? Gray circle where it's not so transparent. So this one is chalking. It's basically fully chalked, which is right on time. They generally take 2 to 3 weeks. It's the 25th today, and it was laid on the 10th. So that was 15 days ago the egg was laid. So right over 2 weeks, the egg is chalked. So that one I would put a check mark on to note that it is chalked. And you know, even though an egg's chalked doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna hatch, but it means that there's something going on inside there. The calcium is forming at the top of the egg, and the embryo is getting ready to form. Now this one is chalked as well. You can kind of see The gray is covering the top. See the left one as well. And this one, you don't see that. So these two I would check. Both are chalked. And this one, completely transparent, no chalking. This one, so you can I don't even have to candle it. This next one, you can already see the chalking forming at the top. And look at that. See that red? That's the embryo beginning to form there at the top. This one right here, chalked. And this one right here, chalked. So it looks like we got about 5 chalked and 2, I think it was 2. This one actually, yeah, this one's chalked and has an embryo forming, it looks like. Or maybe not, that one's iffy. So, but we have 5 that are clearly chalked and the embryo should begin to form. So that was just a little show to you guys. I know a lot of people ask me questions on how do I know if my redfoot eggs are good and this and that. You know, date them, you know, put an X on the top like I did with these ones, you know, so you don't rotate them. And then around the 2 to 3 week mark, sometimes a little sooner than 2 weeks, look for that chalking. So I'm out doing my weekly or bi-weekly routine, picking some balsam apples in my big debris burn pit here that was here when I bought the house. I'm eventually gonna either burn or clear this out and make it into a pond. So I'll have 2 ponds. I have the other big pond over there, and then I'll have a smaller pond for you know, more shallow, smaller, semi-aquatic, you know, shallow species, and use the big pond for bigger, deeper water, you know, species. Maybe even consider getting a fly river. I'm hearing rumors that they are exporting captive born hatchlings legally from Indonesia now. So if that is true and I can get my hands on one, I may consider getting a fly river for the pond. Of course, the velociraptors are waiting. Nice flowers blooming. My wife planted these. Cherry heads are already ready. Oh, we got somebody flipped. I gotta do a rescue. Good thing it's not sunny out. So look at that, they're running. They're converging on the balsam apple. So I just give it to them like twice a week. So each one of them gets like 1 a week. I mean, it's not like a staple food source by any means. Just a little snack. Just had to pause the video to get my tortoise flipped back over. I don't like to see a tortoise flipped, and especially sometimes they're not able to right themselves. So got that done, and I will be building another massive enclosure out of all of these shutters that I got for free, and that will be happening very, very soon. I was blessed to get these for free. My wife actually found them on Facebook Marketplace, and I went and picked them up, and it's a lot of shutters. box turtle has made a full recovery. I'm very happy. The wound is healing. It's about day 7 now. She's eaten about 7 earthworms now, 1 a day. Wouldn't normally feed that many worms, but just trying to get you know, food into her, and she reacts to moving food much more than non-moving food. So she's doing great. The wound is healing up. I'm still flushing it with sterile saline, and everything's going wonderful. So Dr. Gillen did an incredible job, and it looks like she's back to her normal self. She was, you know, hiding in the corner with the lump on her ear, and now she's perky, running around. We can't wait to get out of this tub. We're just keeping her a few more days, just because going right back into the dirt, there's a possibility, you know, she'll bury herself. The dirt could get in the wound, could cause an infection, so we don't want that to happen. But yeah, she's doing awesome, so I just wanted to update everybody on that. So we got another hatchling redfoot coming out, another clutch beginning to pip. So we got 1 out. See if I can get a little better light here for you. That might be better. Got a flashlight here. So this one just came out yesterday. This one's busting out. And this middle egg is pipping. These were all laid on 3/26, this clutch. So about a little over 3 months in incubation. It's pretty good incubation. And the shell looks great on this one. I did want to point out that you know, sometimes they stay in the egg and wait until their yolk sac is absorbed, but sometimes when, you know, light comes in or I turn the light on in the incubator, then they come out quicker. So this one's got a very large yolk sac. So it's just gonna be, I'm just gonna rinse it and move it over to sphagnum moss, and that sphagnum moss really just takes that pressure off the yolk sac and is just all around great for humidity for hatchlings. You know, when their shells are, you know, coming into form and straightening out, and because they're bent in half in the egg, which is truly amazing. So gonna move that one over to sphagnum, and this remaining clutch should be out by the end of the week. Sorry about the noise. My little guy's playing with his toys, and that's okay. That's the family life. But yeah, so I'm gonna move him or her over to some sphagnum moss right now. So here's some cherry head hatchlings that were born about almost 2 weeks ago now. They're in sphagnum moss. They're doing great. They're eating cactus, romaine, hibiscus leaves, Missouri, softened Missouri, and they're doing phenomenal. And down here in this tub, this is a little hatchling collection down here. I had several, not even sure how many. Look at this one. This one's got a, look at that shell. It's gorgeous. Isn't that amazing? The comparison. Look at how small that one is compared to, and that's, see that move right there? That's not a sneeze. That's actually a defense mechanism for hatchlings. They'll often do that up to, you know, the first kind of few weeks of life, and that's their kind of like to scare off a predator. They make a little hiss sound that, you know, might ward off, you know, whatever's trying to attack them or eat them. And so let's see what we got in here. We got one Beautiful redfoot. See, he's doing the same. He or she's doing the same. That puff. Right when I picked it up, it started doing it. A little less mild, but yeah. Nice color and shell on that one. And that's just why I love the sphagnum, because it just really helps with shell formation and, you know, the shell lining up correctly and not, you know, getting all wonky. There's another little beauty with a sealed up yolk sac. Okay, here we got another little baby. Nice shell, beautiful color. Yolk sac is sealed up. And these all went in the same way with the yolk sac exposed. And there's another one. That's got a lot of yellow. Beautiful. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 6, our new one. Don't want that one to have any pressure on the yolk sac. I think we got, looks like we got 2 more. Another little one. Yolk sac is sealed up. And 1 more. Yolk sac is sealed up. All incubated for female at 88.5. Our little guy's gonna get a little donut shape here, take the pressure off the yolk sac, and the rest will, man, look at that yellow. It's gorgeous. And the rest will just bury themselves. I just check up on them, and they're gonna get a hydration tomorrow, get in the soak, since they're sealed up now, and they're doing great. In case anybody has any trouble finding the link to donate to the TSA, I will also put it in the comment section, so you'll be able to go to the comments and click the link from there as well. Okay folks, that wraps up the video for today. Thank you for participating and watching. I really hope you guys consider donating to the Turtle Survival Alliance. They are a great organization, and the link is going to be in the description like I mentioned earlier. So do not send any funds to me. The money is going to be going directly to the TSA through the link. It'll give you the option for $5, and I believe also it'll give you the option for other amount if you wanted to do maybe say $10 or $15. But like I mentioned, that you only get one ticket per se for one chance to win the captive born Herman's tortoise for just $5 and free shipping. And you know, these captive born babies are going for anywhere from $160 to $225. So conservation and a great price, you know. So and also please remember that you must be subscribed to my channel, and also visit my website link right up here above, and you can see what other species of turtles and tortoises I have available currently. And I appreciate all the support you guys have shown, and I really enjoy doing this. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. Enjoy your evening and have a good night.